Here we go again with some throwback gameplays here on the channel. Welcome to my Call of Duty gaming channel. I am Nessinator. Now the two gameplays you guys are going to enjoy today in this commentary are from the first, I would say, couple of months of Black Ops 3. Again, these are the ones that I had on my hard drive that I really wanted to get out to you. And these are two gameplays you guys are going to watch me use the RK5 pistol along with a little bit of tomahawking. Both are on the map Fringe. Both of them are fun gameplays to watch. And let's talk a little bit about pistols here in Black Ops 3 before I continue with today's commentary. And it really does trip me out how the pistols in this game were pretty strong, man. You know, usually I'm more of a fan of when pistols act like secondaries versus primaries. And I know this was also the case in Black Ops 2 where you had the B-23R and the, what was it, the Cap 40. You know, in this game here, you had the LCAR, you had the RK5, the MR6, and even the Marshall 16 pistol was a pretty powerful pistol. Of course, you got that one out of supply drops. I never got the energy beam pistol, but I know the Marshall 16, before it got nerfed, was pretty much a big headache, because that gun right there would just drop people at long ranges with one shot. And this pistol here, the RK5, man, I can't tell you how many times I've been killed by this pistol, and some people are just running around with this pistol as their primary. They're not even using anything else. They just got this pistol, 2 attachments on it, a bunch of perks, and it works for them. You know, it was something that they can actually play an entire game with, and I hope that doesn't happen in Infinite Warfare. I'm not a big fan of pistols being so strong. I think pistols should be very weak and should act as secondaries in the sense that, you know, if you run out of ammo, you got to try to kill at least one guy with it, you know, to creep up on them or something, to take their weapon to continue playing, and not be so strong in the sense where you could just walk around with it the whole time and just use a pistol. So I don't know if you guys agree with me on that one. I'm really curious to know that, but yeah, I'm hoping the Infinite Warfare pistols are not this strong. You never know. I did enjoy the pistols in Advanced Warfare because they weren't that strong. People really didn't lean on them that much, but it just seems to me maybe a Treyarch thing. I know Black Ops 2 had strong pistols, Black Ops 1 pistols were pretty reliable, and it just seems like every time Treyarch comes out with a game, the pistols can be primaries. And it's funny because you see the professional Call of Duty players, the MLG players, use this B-23R replica, the RK5, out there in tournaments, and they run around with this gun, and man, it's just, they just drop people, and it just, I don't know. It just shouldn't be that strong. That's just my personal opinion. And the next topic I wanted to cover with you guys is lethals and tacticals in Infinite Warfare in particular. Now, from all the people that have played Infinite Warfare so far, they all have said that the lethal grenades in that game are really, really strong. Borderline OP. You know, they have cluster bomb grenades, they have grenades that follow you, they have black hole grenades, and they even have a lot of tactical things that are really, really strong. And, you know, here in Black Ops 3, I will say this. In the beginning of the game, a lot of people complained about the concussion grenades, the flashbang grenades. Oh, they're too strong. Oh, I stay flashed too long. Or, hey, I stay concussion too long. And it was just, you know, noobs complaining about stupid things. Because, to be honest, you know, why have lethals and tacticals in there if they don't work? But at the same time, they have perks to counter them, so it's not something that can be overpowered, because if you throw on flak jacket and tactical mask, then guess what? They don't work at all. And that's how you counter that. I'm sorry that you can't run dead silence and awareness the whole time, that you actually have to make a class with flak jacket and tactical mask. But it's really, that's all it takes to solve that issue, you know. And this is coming from someone that's played a lot of domination. I've been bombarded by nades a lot in games, you know. That's why I also picked up trophy systems. You know, there's ways around beating people that depend on their lethals and tacticals in this game. You just have to be smart enough to figure it out. But, you know, there's a lot of players out there that complain about this stuff. They want it to be nerfed, they want it to be taken care of. Now, we're going to get our hands in the beta here in October. And I think they're going to be doing a lot of fine-tuning, you know, in the next couple of months here with the game. And hopefully they find that happy medium where we can say, okay, the lethals and tacticals, they're still reliable. They still do what they're supposed to do. And there's ways to counter them if, you know, people are using them and, you know, pissing you off. And again, it comes down to just using the perks that stop them altogether. And, you know, if someone's using nothing but nades and concussions and flashbangs and EMPs, then you got to run tac mask, you got to run hardwired, you got to run flak jacket. You know, you got to have class is set up for that to counter that, and it's really that simple of a solution. I'm just hoping that, you know, it's not a situation where you're running that and they're still killing you with a bunch of lethals because the nades are so strong or they're just that annoying. It almost reminds me of the IEDs and Ghosts, which were really, really annoying. So yeah, there are levels that those things can become overpowered, and they become a nuisance, and they really slow the game down. So I'm just hoping that Infinity Ward, you know, works out all these issues with patches and updates in the first couple of months of the game's lifespan, like Black Ops 3 did here, and you know, that they'll find that happy place where it's just like, okay, if you don't want to be bombarded by nades, use trophy systems, or you know, use pack mask, or use flak jacket. You know, it's that simple, guys. But again, I haven't played the game yet, so I'm just hoping that the equipment is, you know, it's there, it's reliable, it's dependable, it does what it's supposed to do. It just doesn't overtake the game, and then everybody is depending on nades now versus their gun, you know, or noob tubes in the case of Modern Warfare 2, if you guys remember that. Everybody was just running around noob tubing people. So yeah, there's those situations where it can be broken, but I'm just hoping that today the studio, the developers know that they can patch all this and fix it with just some trial and error. So let's see what happens. Again, if you guys remember, the Black Hats used to be like that. When this beta was released for Black Ops 3, I don't know if you guys remember that, but the Black Hats were really, really OP, man. You could go in there and hack someone's Hater, Wraith in just a matter of seconds that it took them, you know, 10 plus kills to get. So they worked those bugs out, and now look, the Black Hat is pretty much useless. I mean, not many people at all use it in this game. Every now and then I'll get a counter UAV or a UAV hack, but thank God that people can't hack your Wraiths anymore, or your haters or anything like that. I mean, they can, but it just takes way too long. So they definitely found a good place to put that, so it's just, you know, not something that annoys the community or takes over the game completely. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this whole situation as far as the lethals and tacticals possibly being OP in Infinite Warfare, and let me know your opinions on pistols and all that down in the comment section below. In the end, thanks for all your views, subscribes, and likes. I'll see you guys on the next one. This is Nessinator, and I'm out.